We're going to do a video on the new attachment we got yesterday for the tractor.
Oh, good. All right. I'm going to do a video on my sweatshirt.
So welcome back everyone, Mike here. We got a couple things for the tractor yesterday, a new attachment and something else that everybody has been recommending for the longest time. But before we get started on that, I got to share a cool story with you. Yesterday afternoon, I was out deer hunting and we had a couple inches of snow yesterday. It's almost all melted, but now it's going to start to snow again. But anyway, I went out hunting and I walked down the road and I went the whole way down to the brick house and I just kind of took my time still hunting, you know, up through the woods. And I got almost to that loop trail that I showed in the video just the other day. And there were deer all over the place. I must have saw 10 or 12 doe down in the valley. And I was being real quiet, you know, and I'm just kind of watching these doe, seeing if there's any bucks there. And all of a sudden, down to my left, I saw something, and I'll show you a picture of it. It's not a very good picture because I took it with my cell phone from about 90 yards. So I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but where that big tree was that was broke off, kind of like a hinge cut, and was laying down, there was a buck laying right underneath there. So I first saw that at probably 150, 175 yards, something like that. And, you know, piqued my interest, of course, and I had my binoculars. I'm trying to see what it is, you know, how big it is, because we have the antler restrictions here in Pennsylvania, and I've been kind of holding out for a decent buck. So I just couldn't get a good look at it at that distance. And so I just kind of started making my way towards it. And I mean, it took me a good half an hour to go probably 100 yards, not even that, 85 yards, something like that. But I got to within about 90 yards of this buck, and it was the coolest experience. I mean, he's just laying there, and I'm coming at him from the side, and he was looking straight ahead. So I could see was, you know, his rack from the side. I couldn't really tell how wide it was, and it was just real difficult to see. But I kind of set up behind this big maple tree that wide, and had the binoculars, you know, and I'm peeking out around, and it looked like a decent buck. It was definitely legal. Had at least 3 points up on one side, which makes it legal here in our part of the state. And I mean, another 15 or 20 minutes went by, and this whole time you'd look around and there'd be like doe on the other hill, and I just didn't move, you know, and I'd try to look at this buck again. So finally I get set up with a rifle, and I'm like leaned out around the tree, and I'm right on him, and I'm waiting and waiting, and he wouldn't turn his head. I just couldn't tell how wide he was. So I finally, you know, made a few little noises. I'm like, meh, making all sorts of noises, and he didn't look, and then finally he just turned his head, and I got a good look at him. And it was a nice 8-point, but it was, you know, kind of inside the ears and everything, and it was getting close to dark, and I never did shoot it. I thought, you know what, he'll make a pretty nice buck next year, and maybe I'll shoot a doe later this year, because we definitely need some deer meat for the freezer. But I passed on him, and even though I didn't get anything, it was a really cool experience there, just kind of being right in there with the deer. But anyway, that's not what today's video is about. I just wanted to share that story. There's something that everyone has been telling me for the longest time that I need, and I just never had one, and we got that. Plus something else that I think is really cool, and we're going to see, kind of test this product out for a long time and see how we like it and see if it's pretty useful. By all indications, the answer is yes. But first, let me show you what everybody's been telling me to get, and I finally got. Finally got a quick hitch. Everybody's been telling me this for the longest time that I needed one. Finally have one, and it is on the RK37. This is just part of what we got yesterday, but this is going to make the new attachment very handy and very useful. It's kind of part of it. You don't need this with it, but it'll help things quite a bit. Now, we get a lot of messages. We get a lot of comments on the videos. We get message on our Facebook page, Outdoors with the Morgans, on Instagram. And one reoccurring question that we get is from people that may have bought their first piece of property, and they're trying to decide on whether they should buy a side-by-side first or a tractor. And that's a pretty tough question. It really is. Usually I answer something like this. It's just my opinion. You know, if the property that you bought is pretty well already established, you have some trails, you have access, it's not all overgrown, you know, you may want to get a side-by-side first, and you can kind of just start enjoying the property. Plus you can gather firewood, plow your driveway with it, things like that. But if you have property that's, you know, all overgrown, you don't have very good access to different parts of the property, you got a lot of clearing to do, and you know, long driveways, things like that, you're probably going to want to get the tractor first. Like I said, that's just my opinion, but that question has come up a lot since we started our YouTube channel. But the attachment that I'm about to show you may just answer that question a little bit easier. You may want to just get a tractor first and what I'm about to show you. So it's a big tool rack, RK by Big Tool Rack. What do you think, Melissa?
Nice. New, shiny.
New and shiny?
Yeah.
No dents?
Doesn't look like, not yet.
You haven't been behind the wheel yet on it.
I'm fine. I'm worried about you backing into a tree. Oh, dang it.
Well, everybody's been talking about the quick hitch on the
Yeah.
back of the tractor.
Yeah.
Because the quick hitch, you can just hook up the attachments real quick. So everyone says I needed one, and they were right. How many comments were about the quick hitch? Thousands
Yeah,
over
a
the
lot of
last year or so.
I don't hear anyone saying I need a new something. I need a new coat.
It's starting to snow pretty good again. We had 2 inches yesterday. It was almost all gone, and so we're going to replenish that here this evening, it looks like. So this big tool rack, I don't have a whole lot of details on it yet. What we're going to do tonight is just kind of look it over. I really like the idea. It looks like it's really well thought out, and I think it'll be very useful, but I can't, you know, give an opinion on it or anything like that because I haven't even used it yet. It's in the garage, and I just brought it out for this video. But I'm pretty excited to use it because it was just a few weeks ago. We were doing a video, and you know, there's a big property here, and we go out in the woods. Like if I'm going out to cut firewood now, I have to haul all this camera equipment out. I have to take, you know, your chainsaw, your chaps, chains, wedges, fuel can. I mean, you take all this stuff out with you. Snacks. Don't forget the snacks. And it's really hard to get everything out there. Actually, you can't on the tractor. So I've been taking the side-by-side out, drop everything off, and then come back and get the tractor. Because this RK37 with that grapple is just the ticket for cutting firewood. You can pick up big logs, clean up the brush piles. So you want to have the tractor, you want to have all your gear. I didn't have a way until now to do that all in one trip. So I think this is going to be very, very useful. And the way this is working here, I believe Rural King is going to start selling these. I don't know anything about pricing. I don't know any of that stuff at all. But Tim from Big Tool Rack came yesterday, brought this one down. Super nice guy from Connecticut. He's the owner of the company, and he got this one all painted up, you know, Rural King colors like the RK tractors. And we're going to try it out and just see, you know, and then I'll give him my opinion on whether I like it or not. First indications are it's pretty nice, and it's kind of heavy, which is good because it gives you a little bit of ballast. It weighs about 300 pounds with nothing in it at all. It has those legs that, you know, you can drop the legs or raise them up after you put it on the tractor. So the way I envision this is you can put all your tools on it and just back it up to the garage, drop it, roll it into the corner, and kind of keep your stuff organized, because I'm not always that organized.
It's not.
I edit out the unorganized parts of my life.
Yeah.
But it will be pretty useful for that, I think. You know, just wheel it in the garage.
Just the firewood.
Yeah, I'm very particular about firewood. My desk, not so much. You should see my desk. But
just keep in mind, he did explosives for a lot of years.
Yeah.
So he was really into blowing things up.
yeah, everything, when I leave, everything looks like a bomb went off.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll give you a closer look at this thing. And
it only makes sense. As you were telling about loading up, backing up the garage, and I'm thinking, you know, I take a gym bag to the gym with everything I need, my shoes, my jump rope, my wrist wraps, like everything.
yeah.
So, you know, it's like a man purse, but larger.
Man purse. That's not really probably the best marketing Tim probably does when they call it a man purse, but something a little more manly. You got anything? Big tool rack.
I'll think about it. You can comment.
All right. So like I'm saying, this tractor here, the RK37 with that granite grapple, and now the big tool rack on the back, I think it's going to be a pretty sweet firewood setup. But we'll take a closer look at the tool rack, give you a better idea what the capabilities are. So first thing I want to show you, when I was talking to Tim yesterday from Big Tool Rack, there was a bar down here on the bottom of this thing, and I didn't know what it was for. You want to point that out, Melissa? Yeah. It's kind of hard to see. That right there is, you can put you know, suitcase weights on there for additional ballast. As I said, that thing weighs in at about 300 pounds as it is, and then by the time you load it all up with your tools, it's pretty heavy. But if you want additional ballast, if you're doing a bunch of loader work, you can put your suitcase weights right on there. So that's a pretty good idea. Everything was, you know, I'm impressed so far. Everything was really well thought out. You can put your chains in here. See that little bin right there, Melissa, one on each side?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like chains in that one, fuel cans on the side.
Yeah. Do you know how much weight you can put on it?
I'm not sure. So like you can...
Oh, there's a hitch too.
Yeah. You got two of these, one on each side. Up here, yeah, Melissa, you can be like the demo person. You can just show. Yeah.
This is just for tools. It's not... They're not large enough for bottles, so don't get excited.
Yeah, you can put like your rakes and everything in there, or shovels, and they can rest in this bin down below. Up here is a chainsaw holder. Over here, I'll kind of zoom in on it so you can see. There's more. Yeah, you can put tools in there, and those have actually like rubber grommets in there, which is really nice.
Right. So there's no clanging. And that's the same in the
yeah, it's got a rubber floor in it, right?
Yeah, so
you know, it's a metal floor with a rubber mat.
No skip or slide or bumping it, you know.
Check this out too. These are pretty. Come over here, miss. You got these on both sides.
Oh yeah.
If you want to hang.
That's handy. Thank you.
You can lean on that and rest, or you could put extension cords, hoses.
Got it. Bungees, yeah.
Ropes, climbing gear, anything like that.
This is all metal. You probably said that, but you could any of your magnetic for your lights or your cameras or your yeah.
All right, and on the back here, you getting cold, Melissa?
A little bit.
You got these on each side. You could put fence posts on there, lumber. What else? You can,
oh, big rakes or you know.
Yeah, very nice.
All the things you're carrying out, but.
I'm thinking like lumber and fence posts and things like that.
Pole saw, you know, the longer things that are harder.
And then on the other side, over by that one, that is a string trimmer mount. See those rubber things on there?
This here.
Yeah, you can. They open up and you can put your string trimmer.
Or gun.
Or gun, she says.
This is like getting my belt off.
Very nice. There's more mounts right here. They have these rubber straps on here. Kind of cold. Like that. And you can, you know, secure things in there with that. That's pretty nice. Another toolbox on this side. Right there.
Yep.
All right, the tailgate folds down. Got kind of like a little mobile workstation right there. Nice feature.
It would be really awkward.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are we missing anything else on it? Oh yeah, put that tailgate up once. before you put this thing away, you can lower these legs very easily. They've got Zerks on them, they're greasable. You can roll it right into your garage, which is very nice. Like in our garage, I have it tucked back in the corner, but I'm gonna load this thing all up this weekend, and I think it's supposed to freeze. Might be able to get out and cut some firewood. And I got some big plans and some big ideas for this to kind of really try it out. If you notice, see the hitch on the back, Melissa?
Yeah.
So you got a hitch. I'm thinking the grapple on the front, the RK37, the big tool rack, and pull that little dump trailer.
You'll be like the FedEx trucks.
Yeah, be like those tandem FedEx trucks or whatever cruising down the highway. But I'm telling you, you'll be able to get a jag of firewood out of the woods like that. That's what we'll try.
If you ever ran into one of these with your leg, you're going to remember to always look for the hitch.
Yeah, you've done that before, huh?
Yeah, and it's like against the law or something to leave it on your truck here in PA. But
yeah,
ow, we've all done that.
Yeah.
Kind of like my pressure washer accident.
Yeah, we'll tell you about that another time. Something else that Tim brought, really nice. I'm gonna take his hitch out.
You want some help?
I can handle it, Melissa. You get that pin. We're not putting it in right now. Now that I think about it.
Jackson's with it.
Got a very heavy-duty vise here. And you know, with this being on your 3-point hitch, you can raise, lower it, whatever, but you can sharpen your chainsaw with this. If you need a vise out in the field, pretty slick setup right there.
This would be great for kids' lemonade stand. You know? A little section for like lemonade, condiments,
Yeah.
hash box, sign. This would be awesome. Eva, she had a lemonade stand, remember that? It was like way up here.
Yeah.
With the sign. I have a picture of that.
So yeah, first impressions are it's pretty nice. It's a powder coated finish. Just to kind of review, it weighs 300 pounds, just about 300 pounds. You can put additional suitcase weights on it, tons of storage room on it without taking up the room in the bed. So I do believe this thing here can kind of not eliminate the need for a side-by-side, but when you're going out in the woods, you can take everything with you on your tractor with this, which is pretty important to me. Saves me a lot of time. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out, and really looking forward as well to hook that dump trailer on the back of it. I mean, I can go out in the woods with this thing. Got the grapple, the tractor, all my tools, and a dump trailer to haul everything back. Should be pretty good. You got anything else to add, Melissa?
Nope.
That's it? You want to close this out?
All right. Thanks for watching. If you like the videos, click like, subscribe, and share them with your friends.
Thanks.